G'day boys, today I'll be teaching you how to take a level 40 Paladin with nothing but gear on collected through leveling and quest rewards and using only Paladin buffs and mana pots. I'll be running through talents and gear, the run to the graveyard, reset points, the initial pull, and resetting the run. Let's get into it. This is all the gear I use for the run. As I said, you just want to put on any gear with as much armor as possible, whether that being mail or plate. Hitting 40, you're allowed to wear plate as a paladin. After a few clears, you will start to pick up some plate gear, which you can then swap out this mail for the plate. You just want to put on as much armor as possible. Both my main hand and my offhand are just drops from the Scarlet Monastery Cathedral. So for the gear that you want for the pull, you're just going to want to stack as much spirit as possible. It doesn't matter whether you get that from cloth gear, leather, mail, or plate. Whatever you can get your hands on, just stack as much spirit as you can. If it's got intellect on it as well, that's a bonus. Even better if it's got spell damage, but you don't want to sacrifice intellect for spirit. The spirit keeps your mana regeneration up so that you don't go during the pull. You want to, at minimum, be putting down a rank 1 consecration without running out of mana. Okay, so let's go through the talent tree. We've got 5 out of 5 and benediction. We're basically just putting 5 points into this to move down. We then go into deflection, 5 out of 5. The parry chance can really help you while you're doing the run. If you get hit or while you're doing the pull, it gives you that percentage to parry and take no damage. It's just helpful to have. Next, we go down to pursuit of justice, 3 out of 3. This is a very important talent. This gives you 15% increased movement speed on your mount and movement speed while moving. It helps with the jump while doing the pull. It helps with the run to the graveyard on the horse. You then put 4 points into conviction. This is basically just killing 4 points. You just need to make your way down the talent tree. You then go 3 out of 3 on crusade, 3% damage to undead. And then finally you want sanctity aura. You put 1 point into Sanctity Aura and 2 points into Improved Sanctity Aura for that increased holy damage. I then move over to the Holy Tree and put 5 out of 5 into Divine Intellect for the extra 10% intellect buff. I then go into Protection and put 3 points into Redoubt, and that is level 40. As you progress through ZF and you've done a few pulls and you start to get some levels under your belt, you want to just continue down the Protection tree, filling out Redoubt, then moving on to Toughness, 5 out of 5, then Anticipation, and so on. Anything that's going to give you any sort of defense or armor increase, take it. Okay, so I'll talk through this run as I'm coming through. So you want to do big weaves as you're coming through. Big zigzags out. You don't want to get hit by these mobs if you can help it. Now, when the mobs hit you, there is a delay on their hit. So you want to jump, dodge, jump, dodge. Don't jump just as you walk past them. Go, make sure you're running past the mobs and then you're jump turning. Now that gap there, you want to jump on that gap. If you don't jump on that gap, you will clip the end and you'll fall down and the mobs will kill you. See how there's a chunk missing out of the corner? If you get up on that hill and you clip that edge, you will fall and you will likely die. Just be really careful dropping here, especially at level 40. You can pull these guys from range. So don't drop here. You can get stuck. You want to go straight forward, drop, mount up. Watch the pat. So you want to beat the pat. So you want to jump in there. I mucked it up a little bit. You want to keep going. You would continue the dodge turn. You don't want to get hit on the back. There is a chance to get dazed if you're hit on the back. You want to keep jump turning. So you want to jump over this pot. See how that mob started to run up the hill instead of following me down? You want to jump over that pot. Even though these guys are casters, you still want to jump turn. They can still melee hit you, as you can see. Jump turning. Look at that parry. See the 5% chance parry could have saved my life just then. This jump can make or break your run. You want to jump forward. Jump forward. You don't want to hold forward and jump at the same time. So I just wanted to show you boys a few reset points. So you can reset at these pots just there. I did goof. I had to keep going. I just had to commit to the way I was going. So I bubbled up. You got an 8-second bubble going. The bubble ran out here, but that 15% increased movement speed allowed me to run to these 2 boxes just here. Jump behind these boxes and you'll reset the mobs. Sometimes you have to move back and forth, get a sweet spot, but they will reset. Now, after this jump here, if you do fail this jump, you can run over to these blocks in the corner and hide there. That is another reset point if it fails. If you get knocked off your horse here, you can run to this pot just here and stop and reset again. You can stay mounted. There is a pat that can run to this point just there and can stare at you. If that happens, the way I'm running now on my horse, you can still do it on foot. Okay, I'm knocked off. I can then run over to this block, jump on this block, and reset. It is a bit tricky on this block because if the mobs are still looking at you, they won't go away. As soon as they go to evade, they'll catch you again. So I have tried to run over here to get them to run around. It was a bit of a fail. Just be careful. As you can see, I did get hexed into a frog. It did lead to me dying, unfortunately. So it was a bit of a scuffed run. So I jumped here to try and make it to this pot right there. You can jump forward and get up onto that pot. And that's a solid reset point. Okay, you want to run through here. You're going to pull the boss. You're going to run halfway over that line. And you're going to start spam clicking all of these graves. Spam click as you're running. Don't stop running. Just keep clicking. And we're going to run behind these pots and reset. This is the first reset point just here. Okay, the mobs have reset now. You want to be careful. These guys can aggro pull you. You want to hug this wall. You will aggro them. Hug that wall. Now we're going spam clicking again. Okay, I clipped that pot. You don't want to do that. You want to keep going. Like I said, you don't want to stop. You want to continue to go. You want to spam click. Don't stop. Now they're all going to start to come back to you. They run to the boss and then they come to you. Okay, I bubbled here just to be sure. You want to jump forward. You want to jump up. You get clear. If you can't get rid of the aggro, you want to jump up to the top here, and they'll despawn because sometimes if they can see you, they will stand there and stare at you. Okay, final pull. Again, you want to hug this wall. You will pull this slut just there, so you want to hug this wall. So get yourself back in position, back up a little bit, and you're going to start spam clicking all of these graves again while running forwards. Spam click, keep going. Try to get the one on the left if you can. I did miss it, but if you can click that, click it. And then, okay, so that's the end of our clicking phase. You want to jump up here because we're about to begin the pull. If you do happen to die while you're opening up the graves, you want to get back. You want to reset the dungeon and go again. If you don't reset that dungeon, you will go through the whole run and you'll find that all of the zombies are standing there outside of their graves. You'll pull them all when you enter the graveyard and you will die. Be wary of that. Okay, so first thing you want to do on the pull, you want to walk close to this dickhead so you pull range on him. You can just run up to the edge and aggro him. You exorcism on that mob. Some people say run around the back there. I disagree. I've gone around the back there before. I've fallen down the gap and I've been stuck and I've had to hearth out. Run along the edge. You want to try and run on the outside of the edge. Be careful not to get hit. The mobs do stop if they can't see you. Be very careful getting on the edge here. The mobs can clip you from there. So you just want to come back and forth. You want to try to group them up, get them nice and stacked. You just want to jump back and forth here. Now, as you're jumping, you want to hold in your left or right strafe. So I jumped down here because I've got a few mobs that didn't pull. I've shot an exorcism at them to pull them. I come back up through here, jump back onto that little totem edge. Now, you don't want to spend too long before you hit the mobs. There is a timeout where if you spend too long and the mobs haven't been hit since aggro's been pulled, the experience points that you get for these mobs is diminished greatly. You wait for them to get a little bit closer. You don't want them to get too close, but you just want to get them close enough so that you're not wasting ticks on your consecration ability. Okay, so you want to do a couple jumps there. You want to jump back and forth a couple of times just to really soak up those ticks on the consecration. Drop your consecration down here. They run back through. So you want to jump here and strafe left at the same time. As I said before, strafing left or right while you're in the air does not strafe your character, but it confuses the mobs and they think you've fallen down to the pit. So some of them start to run down and it's a really good way to stack them up really tight. So you want to jump, strafe. Obviously remembering to stop strafing the minute you land. You don't want to jump while still holding in strafe. You could accidentally fall off. You don't want to do that. Now, a really good thing about Paladins, if you do accidentally for some reason fall, you can bubble, you can run back up, you can get back to this jumping point. You have to be very quick. You've only got 8 seconds to get out of there. Now, you can also use your bubble offensively. If the mobs run up to the top there and you've got bubble on cooldown, you can let them come to you. You can drop a consecration down. You can drop your bubble. You can drop a consecration down. You can drop a bubble. and you can swap your aura to Retribution aura so that mobs that hit you take holy damage, and you can sit there, I would suggest 6 seconds getting hit by them. They'll all take damage. It's a really great way to get them stacked tightly again. So this is basically the pool. Honestly, just take your time with this. Just stay calm, drop your consecrations down when they come. If you do start to run low on mana, just drop down to a rank 1 consecration. If you have your Blessing of Wisdom up, dropping down a rank 1 consecration, you should still be getting more mana back from your MP5, your spirit gear. You'll get more mana back than what you're spending if you're only spending it on a rank 1 consecration. Now, I do have mana pots. It's the only consume I use on this run is just mana pots, and that's just to keep my mana up. As I said, the spirit gear that I have isn't great. Having a few stacks of mana pots on you just really helps. You can do this run without any mana pots at all. It just makes the run go a lot quicker because it enables you to use a rank 3 consecration over a rank 1. So this run can 100% be done at level 40. This is a budget pack ZF pool. So to reset your dungeon, you can either have a friend who's online, or you can whisper anybody who is willing to join your group. You invite them to a group, and what you want to do, you want to pass them lead. You start to log out. Once you've logged out, get them to reset instances. Once they reset the instance, you will log back in and you'll reset back at the door and ready to go again. Always be sure to walk back outside, leave group, and run back in. So that's the run, guys. I hope that really helped you out. Thanks for watching.